Good morning. It is Barron Canyon Day. I was just in the boat to the portage to Brigham, and there's a campsite here, and I couldn't help but notice nobody's on it. And they left a smoking campfire behind. So that fire was hot enough that the rocks were steaming. I'm gonna dump a couple more spongefuls on it. It's a good thing the water's so close. And then I'm gonna carry on with my trip. People are idiots. Now, it's a calm day. It's a clean campsite. The odds of that having led to a fire are slim, but you don't take those kinds of risks. When you leave your campsite, put out your fire. When you go to bed, put out your fire. When you leave your fire, put out your fire. Portages down, 8 portages to go. So that completes the downstream leg of the downstream portages. Now it's if I'm not mistaken anyways. Oh, wrong hatch. Now I get to paddle the Barron Canyon. I've spent hundreds of nights in Algonquin Provincial Park and I've never seen the Barron Canyon. This will be my very first time, so I'm excited. That was the Barron Canyon. It's pretty neat. Back up the canyon, so to speak, and the fun part of the day is now over. So, given that you just watched me paddle and portage my way from St. Francis to Barron Canyon, it doesn't seem like it's going to be a great deal of fun to watch me paddle and portage back to St. Francis, so we're going to take a shortcut home. Back in the campsite. Unfortunately, every time I use that trick, it makes it rain, so now I've got to put up a tarp. But it was worth skipping all those portages anyways. So after setting up the tarp, I pumped water. I went and got a couple things out of my sack, some snacks. Basically, I did everything I needed to do to not actually get out of this tent again if I don't want to. If it doesn't stop raining, I mean, I might go out and hang out under that tarp, but it started raining on my my return trip from the Barron River, it started raining just as I got into St. Andrews. So it was raining for a good hour, and it got harder and harder before I got here. So getting a tarp up after the fact doesn't magically make the stuff underneath it dry, so there's not really a place for me to sit down. I don't bring a chair, although I guess here's a good argument for bringing one. So there's no comfortable place for me to hang out there, even with the tarp up. Mostly the tarp's keeping the wood dry in case I get to have a fire later. So for now, I brought some snacks into the tent with me. Bringing food into your tent is not a recommended thing, certainly not overnight, but I'm going to eat them all. I did bring in an OPSAC, an odor-proof bag. So, worst case scenario, I'm going to sleep overnight with a couple of food wrappers and an odor-proof bag. Yes, I should take them out to the Ursack. No, I'm not going to pull on soaking wet clothes because I don't want to get any new ones wet in order to do that. So it'll depend on whether or not it's raining. But you know what? Even if I have to stay the rest of the day in the tent, I like that. I mean, I like reading. I like listening to music. Being in a tent when it's raining is always... Sleeping in a tent when it's raining is a beautiful thing, but even being in a tent, the sound is just... Like, listen. That's a beautiful thing. So I'll be 100% content to not get out of the tent again today, if that's how it goes. So the rain has stopped for now. I've been in my tent reading probably for about 4 hours. So yeah, I've just been chilling out in the tent, being lazy, reading, finished a book, started another one. It's been nice, it's been relaxing, but I thought I would take advantage of this brief break in the weather to come out and say hi to the lake again for a few minutes. I'm guessing it's a tent night. I mean, the rain has stopped, but it's solid gray in every direction. I think tomorrow will be the only day of this trip where I paddled more than I portaged. But it's been phenomenal. I'm sad to be leaving tomorrow, but in the same token, you know, it's probably time to go home. And I miss real food. I miss my bed. I miss my family. Not necessarily in that order. Although, honestly, the thing that usually starts driving me mental more than anything when I've been in the park for a few days or a week is thinking about food. So it has stopped raining a couple of times, but not for long. It's mostly stopped right now, in fact. I was just out of the tent, putting away anything was sent that I still had in the tent. My food scraps and stuff, or the food wrappers I should say. It's about 7 p.m. I think realistically I'm not going to get out of the tent at this point. So yeah, I think this will be the last recording of the evening. And depending on the weather tomorrow morning, one way or another I'll film something tomorrow morning, just to put a cap on the trip. But it's been great. It's been a week, and you know, my real life seems really far away right now. Algonquin refreshes my soul. Even time trapped in my tent is something I enjoy in moderation. If I were trapped in my tent for a week, I'd probably be going a little batty. But I just love being here. I can't even find the words right now. So I'm not going to try. I'm just going to say good night, and we'll see what tomorrow brings. And so, I pulled off my last campsite trip by St. Francis Lake.